The program I chose to explore more in depth is New Pathways for Youth. What is New Pathways for Youth? New Pathways for Youth is a foundation helping young people in the Central Phoenix Garfield neighborhood grow, learn, and succeed through guidance of a volunteer mentor. New Pathways for Youth's mission statement is to empower youth to fulfill their potential through mentoring and skill development. Who does New Pathways for Youth serve? The program primarily engages with youth 12 to 21 years of age that are at risk in the Central Phoenix area. The Garfield neighborhood undergoes great poverty. The per capita income is only $7,873 compared to the national average of $27,310. On top of their low income, their crime rate is 87% more than the national average. In their community, there are 355 crimes per square mile, compared to the national average of 39.6. Within these neighborhoods in the Garfield area, there are so many kids at risk to criminal activity. The program not only connects with kids in this specific community, but also opens the door for mentoring to kids in the greater Phoenix area. More specifically, of the youth New Pathways serve, 9 out of 10 are living in extreme poverty, earning less than $23,800 for a family of 4 or more annually. 2 out of the 10 have lived in a homeless shelter. 4 out of 10 do not see a future for themselves. 8 out of 10 live in homes with family violence. 6 out of 10 have parents or caregivers who use drugs and commit crimes. 4 out of 10 are likely to drop out of high school. 7 out of 10 will be the first generation college students in their family. What programs and services does New Pathways for Youth provide? They have transformative mentoring, intensive program retreat, college and career readiness, and parenting programs. Let's dive deeper into what each of these are. The transformative mentoring elements include one-on-one mentoring that matches youth ages 12 to 21 with an adult mentor based on the youth's interests and skills compared to the mentor's experiences, skills, and interests. Youth-centered developmental approach establishes youth and mentors to achieve a mutually agreed upon set of goals, including the overarching program goal of becoming a productive member of the community through college and career readiness. Structured workshops provide planning and curriculum development by staff, mentees, and mentors that engage together in workshops targeting the youth's social and emotional academic learning skills. Support for bonding and emotional connection offers enrichment activities and services that help the youth learn projects provided by the program staff to help them facilitate conversations. Ongoing training and support gives ongoing training to mentors in order to enhance skills, knowledge, and abilities in serving high-risk youth and building relationships with the youth themselves. Intensive program retreat New Pathways for Youth offers is for those youths whose needs go far beyond just companionship of a mentor. Many of the kids enrolled in this retreat are facing poverty, gangs, substance abuse, and even violence. The program gears to identify self-destructive thought process and declare new possibilities for their future. Through transformative relationships with their mentors, the youth learn core beliefs that are setting them up to achieve their goals through an intense 3 to 4 day retreat. College and career readiness within the transformative mentoring program teaches kids social, emotional, and academic learning curricula to develop the skills to be successful in a future career or in college. College and career readiness focus workshops help navigate the youth through their college application and scholarship process for high school seniors. Translational workshops are offered to support post-high school graduation. The parenting programs New Pathways for Youth offers have shown that positive outcomes for the youth are increased by providing mechanisms that support the youth's involved caregivers throughout the program. Parent workshops, which are monthly, are for caregivers of youth enrolled in the program. Parents learn the skills and tools also being developed in their youth through the structured mentoring workshops, thereby providing greater access to the youth for more support at home. The programs are offered in both English and Spanish. As well as information and referrals, monthly contact is made with the parent guardian of the youth enrolled in the Transformative Mentoring Program, providing information and resource that promote family stability and the match goals. The program offers 3 different ways in which those visiting their website can be a part of their cause: through applying to be a mentor, donating, cash goods or employee matching, and volunteering. New Pathways for Youth provides a no-cost programming to high-risk youth in the Phoenix area. Nearly all the annual operating budget is made possible by generous contributions from individual and business donors, plus community grants. Over the 28 years, New Pathways for Youth has transformed the lives of nearly 5,500 youth through the development of core social, emotional, and academic skills. The programs create a 1 to 3 return on investment by preventing the future need for more costly social and criminal justice services. New Pathways for Youth focus on long-term academic, social, and health outcomes, breaks the cycle of poverty and violence, seal the school-to-prison pipeline, close the opportunity gap for disadvantaged youth, and transforms the community by decreasing the likelihood of future juvenile crime. New Pathways for Youth also helps by improving health outcomes, including reductions in teen pregnancy, reduced delay use of alcohol and illicit drugs. They help develop goal-oriented and decision-making skills, foster social relationship skills, including positive peer groups and trust in a caring adult. They increase school attendance and academic performance, leading to increased graduation rates, post-secondary success, and higher lifetime earnings. New Pathways for Youth helps improve parenting skills and helps stop the cycle of drugs and violence in the home, rebuilding healthy families for our future. New Pathways for Youth also helps decrease neighborhood crime, reducing the societal costs of future adult crimes. In other stories, such as the Sentencing Project, released in 2012, finding from a survey of people sentenced to life in prison as juveniles, found the defendants serving life sentences were not all atypical. 79% of them witnessed violence in their homes regularly, 32% grew up in public housing, 40% had been enrolled in special education classes, fewer than half were attending school at the time of their offense, 47% were physically abused, and 80% of girls reported a history of physical abuse, and 70% of girls reported histories of sexual abuse within their homes. More community-based programs have been developed and implemented for juvenile probationers. Example, the Juvenile Detention Alternatives Initiative, founded in 1992, focuses on reducing the frequency of juvenile detention and length of stay per use by emphasizing alternatives to incarceration as well as community collaboration. The Juvenile Detention Alternative Initiatives have shown significant decrease in both the rate of predispositional detention and average length of stay for those admitted. These findings emphasize how community-based initiatives can help prevent unnecessary system penetration of accused and sentenced youth, especially those sentenced to life. Here's some stories of inspiration from the youth who have succeeded from the program. Erica is the daughter of immigrants. She was the first foreign family in the United States and the first to ever graduate high school. Throughout her elementary school years, she found it difficult to focus on school or just be a kid. But when she reached the 5th grade, her life took a turn. She was matched with her mentor from New Pathways for Youth, Cecilia. At the time, she had no idea what this meant, but a decade later, she knew. It meant to her having someone who was willing to listen, provide advice, and help her achieve her goals. She had someone to help her organize bake sales so that she could afford to go on school trips and see possibilities she never existed. It meant she had the ability to know how to apply to universities and complete elementary, middle, and high school education. She had a constant source of guidance amidst amidst her unsteadiness in life. Erica is now a sophomore at Brown University studying medicine. She's happily studying becoming a surgeon she always wanted to be, and is now serving as a mentor at Brown University. Erica's story shows that even at-risk youth have an opportunity to move forward and are fortunate enough to be able to make these new discoveries in life. Another new Pathways for Youth success story from Nacho. He started with a 1.2 GPA and had no future ahead. He looked down at the barrel of being another statistic as a juvenile delinquent. But then he enrolled in New Pathways for Youth, and he not only stayed in school but thrived academically and in sports. He graduated in 2016 with a 4.2 GPA and had a full-ride scholarship for academics and track to Notre Dame University. Nacho also had goals in his life of joining the Army, and in July 2017, he made a promise to himself that he would do so. So he graduated early in December 2016 and completed basic training for the National Guard Army Reserve in January 2017. He found a way to honor his word through New Pathways of Youth. To hear his own story in words, I attached a link to his YouTube video. According to the book, preventative efforts deemed among the most effective, including screening and early intervention practices, early education approaches, programs, and mentoring. New Pathways for Youth provide the youth in the Central Phoenix area with these efforts in order to not only deter the juvenile crime rate, but prevent it before it occurs to those at risk.